Hi, I'm Kim Wilson,
And I'm Natasha Marchewka.
and this is Speechless.
Speechless. Speechless.
Welcome to our behind the scenes take on real life and video, where we share our stories and our resources and our unsolicited opinions. And today we get to meet with the one and only Jen Antkowiak. She is a fantastic voiceover singer, actress, you name it, she does it. And today she's going to teach us a little bit about accountability partners.
Yeah, she's an outstanding business person, and that comes through in her knowledge about accountability partners and groups, what you should look for in a partner or group, and what to do once you're in an accountability group. So,
Like, how do you do it? I don't
Right?
know. Let's ask her.
let's watch. We are really happy to have you here for our last episode of the year. Yes, because your content is something people need to think about going into the new year. I think if they're going to set
Absolutely.
goals or, upgrade in some way,
Yeah,
up level.
absolutely.
So
Different.
Jennifer Antkowiak and Kowiak.
Did
it's
we
a
say it
difficult
right?
name to-
Wait, look at your
Yes.
face.
Oh, yes, we
Oh,
did.
oh, good.
I know
Oh,
we
good.
did.
And
I want
Kowiak,
the
great.
world to know how to pronounce her name. Specializes in helping people figure out accountability groups or partnerships and what to talk about. And why is that important? Well, Jen, tell us why that's important.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why accountability is important. I think, uh, not least of which is we don't have coworkers, and we need
Yeah.
someone to bounce ideas off of and
Yeah,
tell us
Kim
when
and
we're
I.
acting ridiculous. And
Kim and I.
yeah, yeah.
We're
So,
alone all day. I mean,
Yeah.
in
Except
our
for everyone
padded,
who's working from home. But
literally
okay. Yeah.
padded booth.
right? Yeah, our padded rooms, we go crazy. And having an accountability partner just keeps you on track, keeps you from going crazy. You can exchange ideas, resources, woes, accomplishments. I mean, I know a lot of people during the pandemic who did really well, and you couldn't announce that, but you could, you know, have an
Right. Unless you
accountability
wanted to be
partner.
a dick.
Right, right, and nobody wanted to do that, and so
No.
many
Well,
people
some people
suffered.
did. Some people did.
Watch our show on VO Assholes from last week.
It's queued up.
Hey, we are happy to share a drink with you. What did you bring today?
I brought Jen's Summer Splash,
Ooh.
which it is. I love cocktails, but I don't like involved cocktails. It's like cooking. I don't need to cook.
Right.
It is 2 ingredients. It is Deep Eddie's grapefruit vodka
Ooh,
and pineapple juice.
nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
Very nice.
refreshing.
Well, which reminds me that
What?
we have just when this show airs, we've come out with our Speechless recipe book. Unfortunately,
we did.
Jen, your cocktail will not be in this year's, but we will put it in next year's.
As the first cocktail.
Okay, Kim.
As the summer cocktail.
We'll see where we can put it in anyway, yeah.
It's
I don't
going
want to
in.
dictate your
Enthusiastic about everything. No, we have this very cool
That's
recipe book that is downloadable on our website, speechlessvo.com. People that are already on our newsletter can receive it automatically. So super fun drink. Thank you. What did you bring today, Kim?
Well, oh my God, you guys are going to die. Because it's not summer, depending on when you watch this. It's kind of the holiday season. So I am having a white Christmas Russian.
What makes it?
Holiday Russian. And the thing that I added to this white Russian, are you ready?
Yeah.
Chocolate oat milk. So it's chocolate, it's coffee liqueur,
vodka.
It's like creamy, yummy.
Sounds weird.
You just
Sugar
need to put a
bomb.
candy cane in that and it'll be all done.
Oh my God,
Yeah, candy cane is a
that's
good
going
idea.
that's going in the cookbook.
Well,
That's
this
by
one,
making
Kim,
it
is
Oh, I
gonna
can't
like
take a sip yet.
totally be annoyed with me. I brought sparkling water, raspberry lime from Trader
Wah.
Joe's.
Oh, wait, it's raspberry wine?
Delicious raspberry
Okay.
lime. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you said
So you're the
wine.
designated driver for this interview. So
That's right.
Cheers, you guys.
Works
Thanks.
for me. Cheers.
cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Let's take a sip and enjoy. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Ho, ho, ho. Okay.
So, so one of the many things we're going to share today are those tips that you have of what different things you could, should, would do or ask in an accountability group. Jen has this amazing info. So if you sign up for our newsletter, it will be in the key takeaways section. That is speechlessvo.com. But let's move on to some questions.
Yeah, well, tell us how you first got interested in the whole accountability partner thing, besides being lonely,
Right.
like me.
Well, it's funny. I had just gone full time and it was slightly accidental. I was laid off from my job, but I was on the cusp of going full time anyway, and it was just the kick I needed.
Yeah.
And I had signed up for Vocation, the very first one in New York in
Oh, those are so good.
2019, I think.
Yeah.
And all my heroes were there, Karen Gilfrey and Maria Pendolino. And I just love these women, these powerful, impressive women. And everything they talked about included kibitzing with their accountability partner or working with their accountability group. And I came out of that first day saying, that's what's missing. I have no one to talk to. I have no one, you can talk to your spouse or your friends, and they don't really get the industry. They can get that you're, nervous about work and whatnot, but they don't know the ins and outs of the industry, right? So I said, that's what I'm missing. So just like at every conference, you kind of hook up with a group of people who you click with and spend the entire conference with them.
Yes.
At the end of the conference, I said, guys want to form an accountability group? And they all said yes. So I sent an email out, and it started with about 8 or 9 of us, and it has whittled down to about 4 of us, which I think ultimately is a great number for an accountability group. So it all started at Vocation.
I love
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
Great sharing of I can't think of words. It's the end of the year.
That's okay. We'll
It
cut that
is.
part.
We'll just take another drink and I won't be able to talk either.
Great boost for Vocation. Here's the Vocation. We love you.
Okay.
Yes, the Vocation, yeah.
Okay,
Cricket's
so
drink.
what are some tips on finding the right accountability partners?
Yeah.
How do you do? It's like dating.
It is like dating.
Hard.
And so a conference is a great way to find accountability partners because you're all there to learn and to meet people.
Yeah.
So that right there is my number one. Other than that, there are people we communicate all the time on social media, whether you make a connection with somebody and you both have the same kind of dog and you start up a conversation, but you're both voice actors, or maybe you live in the same town and you didn't know it. Finding those people that you click with, the hardest thing to do is just ask. Say, do you want to form a group? Do you want to join a group? The second hardest thing to do is to not ask to join somebody else's, because accountability groups become like family, and you'd be almost intruding on their family. So focus on creating one for yourself with people that you meet. And then it doesn't have to be someone in voiceover. It could be someone.
Good point.
It has to be someone who owns a small business, though. I think, maybe they own a yoga studio, or maybe they sell Scentsy, those air candle wax diffusers.
Any kind of business.
Any kind of business.
Freelance.
Yeah, any freelance, because you both have to market and do your financials. You have to, figure out your plans on how to grow. So as long as it's somebody who understands that small business aspect of voiceover, I think could be a good partner.
Well, a fellow entrepreneur.
Yes.
Well, Jen, I'm going to put your feet to the fire because not everyone is a good accountability match. You find out after there's groups and there's people. Some people just aren't into it, but they want to be. Some people are overly overachievers and are not well liked.
I'm going to go like this because I'm hoping it's going to Natasha.
They're just not,
in a good way.
it can be difficult if you're just not a good match. I think level of income or experience plays into it as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
it's a tricky one. So my tip would be do some research on the people that you're interested in. Like if you get
Definitely.
along, that's a really great step. But then before you are overwhelmed with excitement, see where they're at and see what they look like online. If they're not on social media and you love social media, it might not be a good fit. On the other hand, opposites attract. My
Right.
husband and I. So
So
it's kind of tricky.
so holding her feet to the fire, the question is, how do you break up slightly?
Okay.
How do you slightly
Ah,
break up?
that's a
Right?
Slightly
very
break up.
so
I go slightly because it's not the end of a friendship, but
Right.
it's an end of a business
business, right.
relation
It's still a relationship,
accountability.
so it's
It's
still
still a
hard.
relation.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
But
do you do that?
to your point, it is ideal to have people who are at your level or slightly above your level so that you can grow and you can help
Really good
them
to know.
grow. Someone who's a very beginner and someone who's advanced, it becomes a mentor-mentee situation. So that's not quite an accountability group. But how do you break up? So I'd say give it 6 months, no matter what. If you're meeting once a month or twice a month, at least give it 6 months and see how that gels. Um, After that, you can try, I really like you. Maybe we just do quarterly check-ins. Offer a suggestion of how it's not an ongoing accountability partner, but it's a check-in friend. And that's
Hmm.
totally okay to have check-in friends.
Hmm.
Um,
Great advice.
yeah, and that seems to work out really well. The other thing that I learned is if instead of having one person lead the group, if everybody has to take turns leading a session. So say you
Hmm.
meet once a month. Once a month, it's a different person in the group who leads that accountability meeting.
Hmm.
You are required to bring something more to the group than just being sitting there listening to other people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You have to bring something to the group. And I found that with everybody having to come up with an idea to bring to the group or something new, something interesting keeps them more engaged and it's less I'm just going to class.
Hmm.
So
Right.
keeping everybody as engaged at the same level, I think is important.
Yeah.
Well, that leads us to what I think the next question is once you have an accountability group, what do you do? Like what do we do? We're all together now? Like what do we do?
So there's all sorts of different strategies. We were lucky enough in the beginning to have Lauren McCullough join our
Mm.
accountability group, and she gave us um, our initial way to start our accountability meetings from a mastermind group she used to be in. And it was everyone got to answer 3 questions. What have I done since we last met? What am
Mhm.
I working on now?
Okay.
What am I going to be working on? And then if
Mm.
there's time, you can do a fourth, what's standing in your way? And from those 3 questions, you get, um, that uplift of the success you've done or support for any, losses you've had. You can talk about the exciting things you're working on or what you want to be working on. And it just drives that energy to keep going.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just gonna like throw this in. What I
Mhm.
love about what you said is sharing your successes with each other, what you're excited about, what you just won. Way better than just posting a blast to the ethernet and making other people who have FOMO or whatever feel like they're
Yeah.
not doing enough. Like I love that. I mean, it's okay to post what you do, but there's something a little more special and thoughtful is the word about
And you can
doing it
share it.
intimately with a group of people at your own level.
Now, don't get me wrong, there is still a little bit of, I'm not going to call it jealousy. I'll call it a little bit of envy when
Mhm.
Of
someone in your
course.
group is doing really well or they landed that great job and you're like,
Mhm.
oh, I auditioned for that. What?
Yeah.
But you have them to talk to. It's like, why did you book it? What did they give you any feedback on why they liked your voice, why they liked your performance? And even those little conversations can improve your own reads.
It's
Okay.
awesome.
Putting your feet to fire again, Jen. Uh,
The
I'm gonna
devil over here.
I know, right? It's because I'm the floating head today. I didn't wear
we're
white.
gonna talk about money. First, we're gonna take a short break and do a speechless promo. We'll be right back. Okay, just cutting in for a second for our speechless promo. We really want to thank our sponsors for this season, or this end of the year. Love you, StudioBricks. Love you so much. We love our StudioBricks and we love the company StudioBricks. Do let us know if you purchase one. We'd love, love, love to know. We also love CenterCam. CenterCam's now coming out with CenterCam 2.0, and they are in a funding situation. So you can actually get it for a really, really low price. Suggesting this to you right now for sure to go for the new one.
Yeah, I was going to say, show them what it's like without center cam. Can you?
All right. So,
hi. Camera 1.
Hello.
Camera
Camera
2.
2. But the CenterCam 2.0 has improved lighting and different amazing things. So we love supporting them. Also, we want to promote ourselves. So we now have a recipe book that has come from all 3 seasons. Super fun. So if you're already on our newsletter, you will get it for free. And if you aren't on our newsletter, you can download it on our website, speechlessvo.com.
Head over there, go for it. It's so lovely. It's really cute too.
Yeah, it's super fun and cute. And today's show, for example, you will get the structure to an accountability group from our dear Jen Antkowiak. That will be in the newsletter, but you won't get it unless you're signed up. So sign up via speechlessvo.com. Bye. Okay, so feet to the fire, Jen. Salary or income, money, blah, blah, blah. So what is your view about sharing your income with the group or keeping it to yourself?
Oh my God.
I
don't know how I would answer that.
The reason why I'm successful, I think, or as successful as I've gotten, is because there were people who shared with me what they made. And I realized you can make that?
And it was possible.
Yeah. And once you know it's possible, there's no stopping you, right? So now I can do that. So within that family group setting, I'm all about being transparent about income. Online, maybe not so much, but with your accountability group, that's why it becomes like family. They know the very intimate parts of your business and sometimes your life. So it's a great gentle place to talk about, I'm down, but you still make this much. No, I know, but I'm down. So,
Right.
Well, and you just set your own personal boundaries. If you don't feel comfortable hearing about someone else's, or you don't want to share, you have to explain up front what the boundaries are going to be.
Yeah.
But I think that was very kind. Rightly or wrongly, I do share my annual income sometimes with newer people to give them, to have them understand that this is possible, that, how long did I make what and what and what can you expect?
How long did it take you to get there?
How long it took. Every single person is different. Our journeys are very different. And some people luck out and make a lot of money up front. And it's like, wow. But for being a freelancer, it's like this. But I support everyone in sorting out how you feel about sharing your income before you get in a group, because other people might be open and you might not be. So you need to sort that out for yourself.
Right. And I think there was a little bit of clandestine detective work when I was forming my latest group, is I knew someone was just going full time, but I knew they booked some great projects. Another one had told me at a conference how much they were making, so I knew how much they were making. So you don't have to form a group right away. Take the time to, learn about the people you might want to join your group with and pay attention to their social medias, meet them at the conferences. It's not something that has to happen, overnight. But I think it should be a goal to have one. Although there are naysayers who don't need accountability partners, of course.
I'm just going to throw in there, sometimes it's helpful to surround yourself with people who, well, it's always helpful, I think, to surround yourself with people who know more than you. I never thought about it in terms of salary. It doesn't mean they're doing better than you, or it
Yeah.
doesn't mean they're smarter than you. It just
Or more
means
talented, quite
or
frankly.
more
Right.
talented, right?
I think your
Yeah.
group being formed isn't necessarily based on how much somebody makes or how much they've booked. A lot of times it's on their hustle. So if
Ah,
someone is booking, but they're relatively new, but man, they've got a social media presence and they have marketing, like they are just reaching out 500 people a month, that's the type of person you'd love to have in your group because they are so motivated, right? So it
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily have to be dollars and cents at
Yeah.
your level, but at your energy level, at your hustle level.
Yeah.
that is such an important distinction. Thank you
Yep.
for saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we asked this because I don't think we got the answer. Like so mean to you today,
I
Jen.
ramble. No, that's
I
okay.
love you.
What?
No, how do partners, accountability partners, or groups really help you with business success?
Okay.
How is it that it helps?
I, like many others who run your own business, it's so easy to say, "Oh, I'm just going to sit here and have my coffee," or it's such a nice day out, I'm going to go for a hike.
Yep.
Having that accountability group or
Yep.
partner will keep you in line, on time, doing the work that you need to do. And there are times I'll meet with one person from the accountability group more than another because I know I'm in a funk and I just need to get things done. It's like, let's do a live accountability session, just take an hour and get it done. And having that person to just keep you on track gets the work done. And when the work gets done, the business grows.
Right.
Okay, tell me
So,
what you mean by live.
Yeah. Oh, so that live accountability is what I think they call them workinars. You call them workinars. It's where you join on Zoom, you catch up for just a few minutes, and then you mute each other. So you're still there on the screen and you take a solid hour to get something done that you have been putting off or you need to do. Even if it's just you have 5 auditions in your queue and you haven't gotten to them, it's 1 hour of nothing else is going on except that work that you said you were going to do. And then 5 minutes before the hour is up, you talk again and let them know what you completed, what you didn't complete, so you will complete it later. But it just keeps you, it's a very focused accountability session.
well, Kim
Yes.
doesn't know this, but her and I are going to be doing this year.
I
I
love it.
just haven't told her yet.
I'm
So-
excited.
It's great.
Yes.
I love it.
So
I love it.
excited.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Fabulous.
Kim tells me your mantra is you're a business first.
Yes.
Share with us your thoughts about that. Unwrap that, please.
I came from the on-camera theater music background, and it was all about the performance and the craft and getting that
And she's really good.
but it can't just be about the performance. To grow a business, you have to be a business. And so if
Love
you
it.
if you
Just
look at
that, I
your
love it. To grow
yeah,
a business, you have to be a
yeah.
business.
There's our quote.
So I look at it like, everybody knows McDonald's hamburgers, but McDonald's isn't a hamburger, it's a business that sells hamburgers. Well, we are a business that sells voiceover. So we have to market and plan and do everything that a business does if we want to grow that business. And it's so easy to be too personally involved in any of the rejection or any of the creative side that we fail to run the business. And I found personally being able to chase money as Soundshine Productions instead of little old Jen and Antkowiak made it easier for me to be the business owner and get that
Because
money.
let me just clarify for people. Soundshine is
Is the name of my business.
is
Yeah,
the name of your business. Okay, great.
right. So Soundshine Productions is collecting money, not Jen and Antkowiak. It's a little more
I
leverage there.
love that.
Well,
I
it
love
helps
that.
you
Psychologically,
perceive it differently.
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I would love to end with brainstorming a little bit about where people can find other people and look for other people. So, for example, and we've talked a lot about Kim and I have a website. I don't know if you're familiar with speechlessvo.com. There's a page of resources there that's continuing to grow, and we tend to mention some over and over again. We have conferences listed in terms of when they are being scheduled. So if it's not scheduled, it might not be on the list. But also WOVO and NAVA both are voice acting associations, and as is, well, the union as well. There are workshops and places where you can meet people. There are certainly schools. There's workout groups, which we've listed on our website. So simply do some group things, right? Participate. I think participate in order to find people, and people that are, yeah, at your level, but maybe, bring something else to the table, right? Maybe they're from a different business, and so they have some great insight on how to use Canva or how to use Instagram, or, so you can help each other with things.
Exactly.
I've also, go ahead, hon.
I was going to say, the other thing I've seen recently is people posting in the voiceover groups on Facebook. I'm looking to form an accountability group. Is anyone interested? It's
I love that.
Easy as asking, really.
Well, I love that too, because our last show, Kim, remember our last show was on Facebook, VO Facebook groups. Well, and other things too. So we've got a list of them there, but a short list, because there are tons of VO Facebook groups.
Yes.
So, but do your homework and find people that you're a good match with, because you're going to be vulnerable and stuff.
Exactly. Do you personally have any favorite Facebook groups?
I love Vocation and Voice Actors of NYC. I love VOpreneur. I love all the ones you listed are just fabulous.
Yeah.
Good. Yay, we're on track.
I'm so glad, and I'm so glad, and I'm so glad.
Yeah.
So cheers to you. Thank you so much for being here. We adore you.
Jen.
And be sure to say hi to Jen and Antkowiak when you're at a conference, because I know you go to a lot of them too.
I'll be at VO Atlanta.
Yes, so will we.
Too.
Yes.
And get yourself set up with an accountability partner or group.
Yes.
Here's to everyone.
Here's to your
business.
everyone.
Happy New Year.
To business.
If you're watching
Happy New Year.
Bye.
This episode of Speechless is brought to you by
CenterCam helps eye to eye feel more like heart to heart.
Are you ready for better conversations, better quality conversations during video calls?
Yes, because CenterCam's middle of the screen camera makes it easy to maintain eye contact, and it also feels more natural.
Helping humans connect from a distance.
TheCenterCam.com. We both have one. Voice talent need quiet.
For us, quiet comes in the form of a StudioBricks booth.
I love my StudioBricks because it's whisper quiet in my incredibly noisy neighborhood.
And I love my booth because when clients see me on Zoom, they know I'm a pro.
Go to StudioBricks.com.
World-class sound isolation, light environmental footprint.
Speechless.